candle sings before it steams. A quiet start, a field of dreams. No headline waits, no call to chase, just morning light on an empty space. The fence is bowed, but still it stands. The work was done with weathered hands. A songbird lands, then slips away, like most good things that never stay. Smoke from a quiet fire rises slow, climbs even higher. No one sees the flames beneath, but warmth still lives in silent heat. The table bears a single plate. The clock ticks on, but not too late. Some peace can't speak, it just appears, like laughter heard from other years. Smoke from a quiet fire rises slow, climbs even higher. No one sees the flames beneath, but warmth still lives in silent heat. And when I go, I won't leave loud, just like the wind behind a cloud. A trace of ash, a soft goodbye, a fire that never needed why. And when I go, I won't leave loud, just like the wind behind a cloud. A trace of ash, a soft goodbye, a fire that never needed why. I burned the letters, broke the frame. Don't need no face to match my name. I walked out slow, no one to stop, like a clock that chose to drop. I ain't hiding, I ain't free, I'm just where no one wants to be. Not in the dark, not in the light, I live somewhere between the fight. Don't call this lonely, it's past that line. It's silence soaked in turpentine. No echo calls, no memory twists, just empty hands and clenched up fists. You can't lose what you never kissed, and I've got nothing left to miss. I buried laughter, choked on grace, pulled my soul out of its place. No compass turns for men like me. We drift till we forget get to see. Don't call this sorrow, it's something worse. A man still breathing through a curse. No name to speak, no wish, no list, just smoke and air and poison mist. You can't break what don't exist, and I've got nothing left to miss. No ghosts, no gods, no sins to save, just one long walk to my own grave. Don't light a candle, don't sing no hymn. I'm past the shore, I've learned to swim. Don't call this broken, it's beyond repair. It's a quiet scream in deadpan air. No flame, no fight, no final kiss, just me, and nothing left to miss. Old boots by the door, I sleep on the porch where the sun hits slow, chewing dust where the daisies grow, still guarding the gate, though it creaks with age, waiting on footsteps to cross that stage. He left one dawn with the faded pack, said, watch the farm till I get back. I barked once loud, then watched him go, tail between clouds and a radio. There's old boots by the door, laces undone, a collar hanging where the shadows run. Every truck that hums down the county line, I raise my head just in case it's time. But days roll on like tumbleweeds, and ghosts don't throw sticks for a dog that needs. Yeah, I still guard the floor by them old boots at the door. The boy next door feeds me now and then. He don't ask much, just calls me friend. But I ain't moved from this patch of ground, not till them boots get worn back down. I've chased off foxes, howled at night, slept in snow and barked at light. But the hardest thing I've ever known is the sound of a war through a silent phone. Final, still there's old by the door, dusty and still, smelling like cedar and winter chill. Every wind that rattles the barn out back whispers a name I can't call back. I don't fetch no more, don't race the bees, I just wait by the ghosts of memories. Yeah, I was made for more than just boots by the door. One day maybe I'll hear that voice saying, come on boy, you made a good choice. And I'll rise again on four old knees to run where even time sets us free. through dust and rain, held secrets tied beneath my stain. But now I'm folded, torn and bent, resting here where time's been spent. He left one morning, said I'll be back, took his boots but left me slack. On this weathered bench I stay, waiting for a faded day. I'm just an old hat on a weathered bench, holding stories in a heart's wrench. The sun beats down, the cold winds call, but I don't move, I don't fall. I'm waiting still through rise and set, for a man who's gone but not forgotten yet. Kids pass by and sometimes stare, wondering who left me there. But only ghosts know why I stay, watching shadows fade away. Maybe one day he'll walk back home, put me back where I belong. Until then, I'll hold the past, a silent witness built to last. Fine, I'm just an old hat on a weathered bench, holding stories and a heart's wrench. The sun beats down, the cold winds call, but I don't move, I don't fall. I'm waiting still through rise and set, for a man who's gone but not forgotten yet. So if you see me sitting there, know I'm waiting with quiet care. An old hat bound by time and sweat, still holding on and not done yet. Fence is broke, but still it leans toward fields that never turn to green. The barn's been shut 100 years, still holds the scent of old ideas. No voice inside, no boots around, just wine that doesn't make a sound. But even silence finds a way to speak without a thing to say. Quiet knows where we have been, it holds the shape of every sin. It doesn't shout, it doesn't burn, it waits for no one's grand return. But if you sit and close your eyes, it hums beneath the western skies. No need for proof, no need for prose, some truths are what the quiet knows. Rusted pail beside the well, still wet with things it didn't tell. The rope's too afraid to pull again, but that don't mean it's lost its end. I walked there once, then walked away, left tracks that time refused to stay. But something in that empty place still wraps around my slowing pace. Quiet knows where we have been, it holds the shape of every sin. It doesn't shout, it doesn't burn, it waits for no one's grand return. But if you sit and close your eyes, it hums beneath the western skies. No need for proof, no need for prose, some truths are what the quiet names in stone. I left mine in the overgrown. No echo rays, no glory claim, just silence that remembers names. Final codes and knows, and that's enough. The weather's soft, it settles rough. So if you pass this stretch of land, don't try to fix what doesn't stand. Just tip your hat, don't get too close, and let it be what quiet knows. Folds its light in pockets deep. Boots walk rivers and never sleep. Whispers curl like smoke on skin, carrying tales where dreams begin. Lost clocks hang from twisted vines, counting hours with fractured lines. The river talks in backwards flow, sings of places no one knows. Heartbeats echo under skin, dancing where time can't begin. Shadows grow from seeds once sown. Lanterns drift on wind's soft side, guiding souls that learn to fly. Stars forget their names tonight, fall in silent out of sight. The river talks in backwards flow, sings of places no one knows. Heartbeats echo under skin, dancing where time can't begin. Footsteps trace forgotten trails, where silence writes its own tale. Echoes fold and break apart, mapping stories of the heart. Find a river toss in backwards flow, sings of places no one knows. Heartbeats echo under skin, dancing where time can't begin. Footsteps trace forgotten trails, where silence writes its own tales. Echoes fold and break apart, mapping stories of the heart. drips slow from broken shells, where ocean keeps its quiet spells. The air, a cloak too vast to hold, and whispers hum in shapes untold. No footprints pressed in shifting sand, just shadows stretched like open hands. The sun dissolves in molten glass, while moments slip, refusing past. Salt in silence, worn and thin, like faded maps traced on my skin. I carry weight that cannot break. In stillness found, the tides will wait. A distant bell, a fragile sound that bends the space where time unwound. I fold my thoughts like fragile wings and rest where nowhere softly sings. Salt in silence, worn and thin, like faded maps traced on my skin. I carry weight that cannot break. In stillness found, the tides will wait. So when the world forgets to move, I'll drift inside this quiet groove. Between the salt, beneath the sky, where silence lives and I can fly. They found her spoon beneath the ash, wrapped in a braid of moss and thread. The soil was soft, but smelled like brass, like names the rain had long since bled. She cooked for ghosts, or so they say, in pots that hummed when dusk fell slow. No fire, no meat, just shadows wait, and seeds that never chose to grow. There's salt in the loam and rust in the wheat. The harvest hums hymns that no tongue repeats. We sow with our hands, we reap with our bones. Some fields forget you, some make you their own. The fence was built from violin wood, each post a song that lost its tune. The cattle walked in single file to drink beneath a bloodless moon. You won't find maps to take you there. The path is drawn in mold and air. Follow the hush where insects kneel, where silence teaches soil to feel. Find all their salt in the loam and stories in stone. We plan our day like borrowed poems. They rise not loud, but deep and slow, and bloom in ways we'll never know.
Setting me down where the weed once swayed, carved from stone by a farmer's blade. No tick, no chime, just light and line, telling truth in curves of time. The house is gone, just roots and glass. Wind plays hymns through the prairie grass, but I still mark the sun's slow arc, carving hours into the dark. I'm the shadow clock, the light-bound kind, reading silence for those left behind. No goal, no second hand, just shadows moving across the land. And though the world forgets my face, I hold the time of this lonely place. The boy once ran with a kite in June. His mother sang an old church tune. His laughter fell right here at noon. Now it's gone like the harvest moon. I don't move, but time moves through me, like rivers that flow where no eyes see. A monument no one has to keep, but I still rise when the light runs deep. I'm the shadow clock in fields grown wild, marking years since the last child smiled. The sun still calls me once a day to whisper stories time can't say. If you stand where the weed once waved, you see your ghost in the mark I made. No hands to hold, no glass to crack, just light and memory coming back. He wore a watch with no more ticks, spoken dawns and sunset tricks. Her breath was warm like summer wheat, but every kiss was in retreat. She was time, not mine to keep, slipping soft while I fell deep. Held her hand, but not her name. You can on fire, you just take blame. I built a house of clockless walls, lit the halls with memories' calls. But she moved on like rivers bend,
start and never end. She was time, not mine, to keep slipping soft while I fell deep. Held her hand, but not her name. You can't own fire, you just take blame. She never stayed, but left her shape in empty boots and torn escape. Final, she was time in lace and rust. Turned my bones to midnight dust. Now I wait where minutes die, hoping she walks slowly by. I built a house of clockless walls, lit the halls with memories' calls. But she moved on like rivers bend. You can't own fire, you just take blame. She was time, not mine, to keep slipping soft while I fell deep. Held her hand, but not her name. You can't own fire, you just take blame. You can't own fire, you just take blame. She never stayed, but left her shape in empty boots and torn escape. Final, she was time in lace and rust. Turned my bones to midnight dust. Now I wait where minutes die, hoping she walks slowly by. In the hush of evening's fold, threads of light soothe the cold. Patches of quiet stitched with air, each breath a tender prayer. The horizon wears a whispered scene, where shadows dance in fractured dreams, and time unwinds like scattered thread, soft paths where no one's led. No chorus sings in this slow art, just heartbeats sewn apart. A quilt of silence stitched in peace, where all the restless noises cease. Beneath the weight of folded skies, the world exhales its gentle sighs. And in that pause so deep, so wide, the soul lays down, no need to hide. Beneath the weight of folded skies, the world exhales its gentle sighs. And in that pause, so deep, so wide, the soul lays down, no need to hide.
the weight of folded skies. The world exhales its gentle sighs. And in that pause so deep, so wide, the soul lays down, no need to hide.
Silver threads in morning's hush trace the roads I cannot touch. Dusty boots and faded signs carved from years and old confines. Silver threads and dust collide, tangled in a restless tide. I walk the line between the two, chasing shadows meant for you. Winds that whisper forgotten names flicker like forgotten flames. Every step a secret lost, buried deep beneath the frost. Silver threads and dust collide, tangled in a restless tide. I walk the line between the two, chasing shadows meant for you. Time's a river, slow and wide, carries dreams I keep inside. Silver threads and dust collide, I'll be searching till I die for the pieces I once knew. Silver threads and dust of you.
I found a gate in the spine of a tree. It opened with nothing but silence in me. The dusk wore a coat stitched from moth, wing, and clay. Time folded up like a hymn put away. This is the land where the sleepwalkers roam, where the sky leans down like it's walking you home. No maps, no names, just the hush of the sand, and a heart beating slow in a sleepwalker's land. The fence posts remember what no one still knows, like the ache in a fiddle that's lost all its bows. I drank from a stream that forgets who you are. Then I dreamed with my boots under unread stars. This is the land where the sleepwalkers roam, where the sky leans down like it's walking you home. No maps, no names, just the hush of the sand. in a sleepwalker's land. If you come here, don't speak, just breathe. Let the wind unbutton the name on your sleeve. Even sorrow sits still when the dusk takes your hand and walks you alone through this sleepwalker's land. This is the land where the forgotten stay near, where your shadow won't follow and your past disappears. No prayers, no promises, no master plan, just peace in the bones of a sleepwalker's land.
There's a shadow in the well where the light won't fall, and a tree that bleeds sap through the winter's call. Your boots are buried where the sun can't shine, and I still taste the dust where your lips were mine. The porch steps crack like they're keeping score of all the things we said but never swore. A rusted knife lies under the old oak ring, and I can't remember if you took my ring. Wolves don't cry in the rain, they just howl like the thunder that swallows a midnight vow. I chased your ghost through the cottonwood bend, but the wind was too bitter to call you friend. There's a rustling in the barn where the past still hides, like a broken record spinning in the tide. I felt you slip through my fingers like smoke, but your shadow still dances when the candle broke. I drank the whiskey, but it tasted like you, like the rivers we crossed when the sky was blue. But you're not a memory I can shake off. You're a scar I wear like an old worn-off cloth. Wolves don't cry in the rain, they just bleed, while the earth spins slow and the dead can't plead. I'll wait by the creek with your name in my chest and love you still, but never confess. Wolves don't cry in the rain, they just bleed, while the earth spins slow and the dead can't plead. I'll wait by the creek with your name in my chest and love you still, but never confess. There's antlers in the attic and feathers in the floor, a shotgun shell of silence where your boots once wore. The porch lights blinking Morse code sighs in the
the corn won't grow where the scarecrow lies. Your letters came folded like a paper windmill, tucked between Bible pages you said never to feel. Now the crows sit preaching on the rusted gate, singing psalms to the dogs that forgot how to wait. Oh, antlers in the attic, bones that bloom, hanging with the memories like dust in a room. Your name still stitched in the thunder's hum, but you ain't coming back, and the fiddle's gone numb. A jar of buttons, a braid of hair, a pine wood box labeled nowhere there. And I pour black coffee for the wind each dawn, watching shadows pace where the cattle's gone on. Antlers in the attic, roots in the air. Love never left, it just don't live there. So I sleep with the wolves and dream in straw, chewing on the silence like a toothless law. Antlers in the attic, roots in the air. Love never left, it just don't live there. So I sleep with the wolves and dream in straw, chewing on the silence like a toothless law. Antlers in the attic, roots in the air. Love never left, it just don't live there. So I sleep with the wolves and dream in straw, chewing on the silence like a toothless law. Smoke curls slow from the cabin roof, boots by the door, no need for proof. The hills breathe deep, the world stands still. I'm just a soul on a windowsill. Timber light, soft and gold, wrapping stories never told. Let the silence speak tonight, here beneath the timber light. Creek runs low with a lullaby, fireflies blink like stars nearby. A worn old quilt, a dog asleep, these are the things I get to keep. Timber light, calm and true, washing me in something new. Hearts don't rush when it feels this right, living slow in timber light. If you're tired of the city's fight, come on home to timber light. city's fight. Come on home to Timberlight. Timberlight, soft and low, wrapped in stories never told. Let the silence speak tonight, here beneath the Timberlight. The Timberlight.
I walk the road where the stars don't stay, and the moon has lost its color and turned to gray. The dirt on my boots, don't know where I've been, but the wind still carries the echoes of sin. There's a crow sitting by the old iron gate, singing a song of love too late. The trees won't bend, they just stand tall, watching me fall like the seasons that crawl. Underneath the hollow sky I roam, where the night's too cold to ever feel like home. I hear your voice in the cracks of the ground, but it's buried too deep for me to be found. I built a fire from the scraps of the past, but it burned too bright and didn't last. The river's still flowing, but it won't let me swim, and the birds flew south, but they didn't sing. I tried to climb, but the walls won't break, and every step I take feels like a mistake. I reached for the stars, but they were already gone, left me with nothing but the wind's mournful song. Underneath the hollow sky I cry, for the things that lived and the things that died. I'm just a shadow, lost and untold, drifting through a world that's too frozen to hold. She walks with the wind in her eyes, where the road don't end and the sun don't rise. Boots that echo on a heart gone cold, chasing a story she's too scared to be told. Her mouth don't speak, but her shadows sing of broken wings and a stolen ring. She sold her soul for a gun that never fired, left the ashes of her past and the bones of the pyre. Veil of dust, mask of sin, she wears her ghost like a second skin. She don't cry,
never lost. She ain't got a name and she ain't got a cost. If you see her, you'll know her well, but she'll never speak the truth you tell.
Left my name in a jar of rust, buried it deep where the barn beams dust. Your boots by the door like a prayer half true. The wheat don't cry, but I do. Crow sang sharp on the fence at dawn, like it knew where the light had gone. You kissed me once like the sky turns blue, then you left like morning dew. And I raked the field with hands gone numb, counting miles where love don't come. The scarecrow stares like it always knew. The wheat don't cry, but I do. Smoke still hangs where your fire died, ash in the cup where your lips once lied. Your song's a ghost on the fiddle's hue. The wheat don't cry, but I do. So lay me down where the wild roots chew, beneath the storms that once were you. If silence grows, I'll grow there too. The wheat don't cry, but I do. So lay me down where the wild roots chew, beneath the storms that once were you. If silence grows, I'll grow there too. The wheat don't cry, but I do. I saw a river turn into the sky, where the clouds couldn't breathe and the stars didn't try. The trees turned their backs, they don't know me now, and the ground shook beneath the weight of the vow. The sun burned black at the break of the dawn, and I waited for the day, but it's already gone. I heard a whisper from the winds in the trees, but it spoke in riddles that no one could see. When the river becomes the sky, I'll be waiting for truth that never dies. The moon won't rise, but I'll keep counting the hours
the same old place. The light got tangled in the vines of the night, but it never touched me, never felt right. I tried to call your name, but it dissolved in the breeze, like the ashes of a fire that no one believes. The mountains disappeared, but the echo stayed, and I walked in circles where the lost souls prayed. When the river becomes the sky, I'll drift in the currents that never comply. I'll chase the horizon that never arrived, and wait for a world that's long been deprived. When the river becomes the sky, I'll drift in the currents that never comply. I'll chase the horizon that never arrived, and wait for a world that's long been deprived. By sand shifting wind, through weeds so tall it hides his sin. His eyes are glass, but truth is sound. He hears the roots beneath the ground. He speaks to stones and rusty gates, tell stories time disintegrates. Says I don't need no map or flame, I chase the paths that have no name. Where no one's foot has fallen, no names carved in the dust, where silence sings in cedar and the stars don't ask for trust. He's blind but sees the colors that the sighted folk forgot, like the scent of rain on gravel or the warmth in something lost. He kissed a girl in Arkansas who dreamed in shades he never saw. But when she begged for roots and rings, he vanished with the blackbird's wings. He says the world's too full of doors that open to the lives we wore, but I want one that swings on air somewhere no one's ever cared, where no one's foot is falling, no names carved in the dust, where silence sings in cedar and the stars don't ask for trust. He's blind but sees the colors that the sighted folk forgot, like the scent of rain on gravel or the warmth in something lost. So if you hear cane on stone or smell wild mint where none has grown, he's passed you by, still searching slow for places no eyes ever know. If you hear a cane on stone, or smell wild mint where none is grown, he's passed you by, still searching slow for places no eyes ever know.
Dust on the trail, sun sinking low, leaves on the wind move soft and slow. Wheels turn easy, no need to race. This old road knows my pace. Whisper road, take me home, past the fields where wild things roam. No more weight, no more load, just peace along this whisper road. Fence lines curve like an old friend's smile. I might stay here a little while. The sky leans down to touch the land like it knows I understand. Whisper road, kind and wide, with memories tucked on either side. Let the world forget I showed. I'm safe here on this whisper road. So when your heart feels heavy, out, come walk with me down Whisper Road. Once she stood with her hand on my pain, steam from her breath whispering rain. He'd ride up slow through the copper dust, with eyes like promises dressed in rust. They danced in rooms I couldn't touch, but I held their echoes, soft and much. Then one left, and one looked through, but I was glass, what could I do? Now I face the fields alone, watching time in broken tone. The curtains fray like years undone. I'm just a window facing no one. Birds don't land like they used to try, and even the storm don't ask me why. Once I framed a life so wide, now I frame the wind that won't decide. She came back once, boots full of grief, touched my seal like turning a leaf.
saw her face and turned away. Some mirrors ain't meant to stay. So let the house fall, let wood turn gray. Let dust be hymns for yesterday. If love looks in, it's already gone. I'm just a window facing no one.